Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, and we're gonna continue with our showcase of Edward Newgate / Whitebeard. And today we have the matchup that we want to showcase, right? We're gonna have 3 games against Sakazuki, and then we're gonna have 1 extra game at the end against a Nami player. So this yesterday we had all against red. Today we're gonna have all against blue. So let's kind of see how these matchups go. Again, you are favorable into this matchup against the Sakazuki because we have so many rush cards, but the key part is trying to get them down to 0 life to kind of settle for this Luffy if you can, if possible. If they let themselves get down to 0 life, it kind of makes the game a lot easier, but otherwise you gotta just slowly try to just whittle them down. Get rid of their blockers with the ace as whenever you can, and just force them to have to keep using all those counter cards, right? The good thing here is that we don't care if our units die because we have a lot of rush cards, so we always have cards. Like, it's not like we need to play a unit and then wait a turn to attack with it. We can play a unit and attack with it right away. Which kind of plays around all the removal that they have. So yeah. Anyways, hope you enjoy the games coming soon, and if you do, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. Enjoy. In this match, we're going against Sakazuki. We don't have a Searcher. And we don't have the Rush Luffy. So I think I'm mulligan this. We get the Rush Luffy and we have our Searcher. So we go like this. Let's just grab our ace. In this matchup, we just want to go all rush. All rush. All ins to the wall, right? We can go 5 and 6k attack next turn. Right, so 5k and 6k, because this guy's gonna go bye-bye anyways. Whoa! Whoa! I didn't expect that. Okay. Yeah, we go like this. 5, 6. Start forcing their 2ks out of their hand. They took both lives. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, Ice Age here, that's cool with me. They took both lives. I just need to get them down to 0 life. And then the Rush Luffy finishes the game. Maybe we just attack for 11. If the opponent doesn't play a blocker here, I think I attack for 11. Okay, they play the blocker. They play the blocker. Alright, so they play the blocker. Because we have a second Luffy, I think I'm gonna go sits and sits. Force the opponent to kill this Luffy or block and give me a 1k or give me another 2k. They gave me another 2k. We have ways to save the Luffy. The Luffy is the only annoying part here. But the opponent, I guess opponent can do -1/-1. Yeah, they can go -1/-1 here, right? It's a big boy. I'm not gonna be able to play it though. I guess that's gonna be my target for the bad manners. -1/-1. You need another -1 to be able to actually kill this Relution. I'm down to play ace next turn, I think. I'm down to play ace next turn. Put it on the Borsalino so that the Borsalino cannot be saved. Attack for 6 and attack for... Oh, they're gonna just go Ice Age. Okay, so Ice Age. Yeah, okay, so this is not bad. I think I like ace. I think I like ace. Opponent only has 3 cards. We can make it so that the opponent doesn't have a good blocker. Yeah, we just go like this. So we go 6. So the opponent cannot just block with this and get like a 1k. And then we go 7. So you're going to have to give me the block or you're going to have to give me 2 cards. That's game. That's game. Why? Why are you not going to play around this Luffy? What? Wait, what? What if... Okay. Do we ever play Newgate next time? We have exactly 9. Like, I'm just wondering if I need to actually save this life. Let's say we go, because I'm concerned about the opponent having access to... So 2k, we go Newgate. Yeah, we go like this. I think we go Newgate. We save that life. And we'll have a life and an AK leader, and the opponent will have a hard time dealing with this? Yeah, so we just go 7. The opponent's gonna have to give me blocks and counters. Then we go Newgate. The opponent lost anyways the moment they go to 0 life, by the way. Like, opponent always lost the moment they went to 0 life because we had Luffy. But I'm gonna just play it safe and just have multiple attackers here. Wait to play Luffy when we have 10 dons so I can go for a big 11 attack. I could have just gone for the 9 attack here, the 10 attack. But the opponent still had enough cards in their hand that they could have survived that. And then we would have gone down to 0 life with no counter. So there was no reason for me to rush this, when I could just play Newgate, keep 1 life, have an AK leader, and then next turn, if the opponent has a Rebecca blocker, we can just pop it with the Newgate. So like, this also makes now that if the opponent gets Rebecca, they just cannot do much. Okay, I'm on 8k, so this doesn't matter. And even if you went higher, it wouldn't have mattered anyways. There's a big 2k here, right? There's a big plus 2k here. Yeah, there's the Rebecca, right? But again, the Rebecca does nothing because the Rebecca gets punished by this Newgate. I guess they have another Lucy and they can pop this ace. Oh, it's going to be Handblaze. They go to 9 and we just take that 9. I don't even... sorry, we just take the 11 because we're going to take that damage next turn anyways. Doesn't even look like we need to play Luffy, to be honest. We just go like this. When it has to block, and then we just play everything on this guy. And that's the game. Boom. Yeah, going down to 0 life was always going to be a punish because of the second Luffy. But the opponent was even worse. Let's see if they get the rematch. Maybe. Maybe, opponent. Okay, we get the rematch. I was about to quit. I was about to... Okay, I guess we're not getting... Let's keep it. Let's keep this hand. The double Luffy. The Searcher with the Izou. So we get the same thing as last time with the Izou. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's a lot of Namis that we just saw go bye-bye. Okay, this hand doesn't look as... This game doesn't look as good as last time, but... we can still put pressure with the Izou. Attack for 5, attack for 6. Again, just try to whittle down that life. Had to whittle down that life. Opponent trashes their Kobe. So they are playing Kobe. They play brand new. So same thing as last time. They're going to be able to kill... Oh, they're going to have Ice Age. Okay, the Ice Age means that my Newgate is going to just get punished. So the Ice Age means that my Newgate is not going to be safe. So I don't know that we actually play this Newgate anytime. Okay, let me test the 2k. You kill the Izou. We could just go Luffy. We can go Sits. Since we don't have Marco. See if the opponent commits the Ice Age on Luffy. Ooh, they're playing the 10 drop. They're playing the 10 drop Kaido. That could be a big deal, actually. They trash Borsalino. They're trashing some powerful cards, right? They're trashing the Kobe, the Borsalino, and I guess this they didn't have control over the Kaido and the Lucy because that was from the brand new. But I'm surprised to see the Borsalino being gone because that makes our Marco a little bit better because now the Marco is only really getting punished by Handblaze. Okay, they actually go for the Handblaze. Interesting. So I just take this 8. Or more, I guess, 10. Yeah, I just take this 10. Sure. We could go Nami instead, or we can go Sits and Sits, right? I think I like Sits and Sits. I think I like Sits and Sits. Force the opponent to give me another 2k. Or take the life. Just continue to put pressure on them. That's one Handblaze gone. Wow, they actually go down to... opponent's making the same mistake. About to go down to 0 life. If they don't play a blocker here, I will make them go down to 0 life. We can save this Luffy. Like, opponent has to... I guess they do have a lot of cards. They do have a lot of cards, so they can technically block if I go all in on the Newgate. So, Great Eruption. I guess they have a second Handblaze, but that would be second Handblaze here. They don't want to play the Ice Age. I think they don't want to play the Ice Age, right? We shouldn't have thrown away the Nami, by the way. I just realized something. The Nami, I literally don't have any other I don't have any other counter. Let's go like this. Okay, we did get one. All right, so we go to 13. 7, 9, 11, 13, and a 1K. They will need to give me 5 cards, assuming that all their cards are 2Ks, except that we know that they don't play a lot of 2Ks. So I think we just get them down to 0 and just settle for the Luffy. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. We know that the opponent has Ice Age in their hand. The opponent still has 10 cards. So the Luffy for 11 is not enough. I have to try to eat up more stuff from them. The question here is, do we ever counter here to potentially have the Newgate later? I think I counter. I think I like countering. With 9, we can play Ace and eat up some counters. Have enough for the guard point. Okay, so the opponent gets the Rebecca. Unfortunately, the Rebecca is a little bit more annoying because the Rebecca means that we cannot. But I just need to eat up cards from their hand. I need to just eat up cards from their hand to settle for this Luffy because they have too many cards. Yeah, so they play the Kobe, but you're not triggering this, right? So that's 9. You're gonna attack again. I'll give you... I guess I'll take it, right? I mean, there's no reason not to. Does it make more sense now to play Sabo? Sabo... I mean, sorry, not Sabo. Marco. Marco pops the Rebecca. Marco pops the Rebecca, gives me 4 Dawn. Which means that we can go to 9 here, force 2... Okay, yeah, I think I like this. I think I like this. And then we just go 9. Because the 9 attack is forcing 3 cards, right? So this is forcing 3 cards out of them. 2K, 2K, 1K. And the more 2Ks they give me here... Oh, wow. Okay, the more 2Ks they give me here, the less they have for the Luffy. Oh, it wasn't even 3 cards. It was 4 cards, right? Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. Okay. I understand now. I understand now why you went down to 0 life. But I like this play, right? Like, we play the Marco, pop the Rebecca, attack for 9. Opponent I needed to have 2 2Ks and a 1K. And that's less cards to settle for my Luffy later when I go for this big 11 attack. I have the 1 to survive for the guard point. I have a few 2K counters. By a few, I mean I have 4 2K counters. So I don't think I'm dying next turn. Even if the opponent goes like all in, like a 15, we can go to 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, right? So I don't think opponent has a way to kill us next turn, even if they actually didn't have a break hand. And then from there, we can just do the rest of the stuff. So GG's. In this match, we're going against Sakazuki, and we will, of course, go second, and we will keep this hand, because this hand is kind of crazy. Double Searcher. Double Searcher. I mean, I guess it's crazy, but we don't really have a lot of stuff, right? But, yeah, we'll go here. Jozu, I guess. And then we'll go here, and I guess we'll grab the Marco, and there goes our Luffy's. There goes our Newgate, though. Okay, okay, okay. The opponent probably can deal with it, right? But it's gonna be a lot that they need to deal with that. So they have Tashigi and Hina already. They know that we have a Marco, so I'll take this one. They know we have a Marco, so we can go 5. Do we go 6 and 6? Oh, that's so lucky. Okay, so they ended up getting the Ice Age. All right, so that's lucky. So I guess we'll go 8. The opponent has to attack into the Makino, right? So I think we just go 9. I think we just go 9. Opponent has to kill this guys, right? So they're gonna have to play the Lushi. So they're gonna have to kill this guys here, right? We have this Marco, so the opponent shouldn't be ever playing a Rebecca. We lost our Luffys. Wow, okay, so that means that they have the they're just gonna play for the thing, right? They're just gonna play for the Lushi here. Yeah, so that's the Lushi. Alright. Let's go Izou first. And I guess we'll grab the ace. Do I play this? I feel like I need to start keeping some of this guard point stuff here, right? So I think I'm just gonna go for 9. That's 3 cards that the opponent has to give me. Just gonna go here. I think I need to start keeping my events, unfortunately. I need to start keeping down for my events. If we can get this Newgate, that'd be nice. We saw an Ice Age go bye-bye. If opponent goes down to 1, they're gonna be. If they go down to 0, they're gonna be in the mercy of us top decking another Luffy. But we did see 2 Luffys go to the bottom of the deck, so it's kind of unlikely for us to do it. Rebecca gets punished by Marco, so the opponent needs to rely on other blockers that are not Rebecca. We have 8 on next turn, so we can always go Sanji and rush, or we can go for like a big attack with this Newgate if the opponent plays. I guess if the opponent has a blocker, that'll be a little bit annoying. They still have a lot of cards. 3, 6, 9. 1 more with the life card. But of course, they're gonna play some stuff here. If we take this, we go down to 0. And if we go down to 0 next turn, the Newgate... I don't think I'm ever playing this Newgate, am I? I think I take it. I think I say okay and just take it. Yeah, I'm cool with this. I'll go down to 0. Okay, so that saves them against the Marco, right? So that saves them against the Marco. If we play ace, we're tapping out to just 1 down, but we do have the Bad Manners kickers, so I don't think it's a big deal. We could play Sanji instead. I guess Sanji kind of is the same as the ace, more or less. The Sanji is at least a 1K that could help me later. Yeah, I think we go ace. I think we go ace. We go like this, right? So we go here. Question is, like, I cannot go 7, right? So I guess I'll go 6 here. Get rid of the Lushi. Go 7 here. Force a 2 card, so force the block. So this is forcing the Sabo block or forcing 2 cards. Okay, so they gave me Rebecca. They keep their Sabo blocker. And I guess they're going to set up for like a big attack here. They get rid of their Kaido. They still have 1 life is the problem. And we only have 2 events. I guess we can play Nami to try to get another Radical Beam next turn. They have ace again. They can get back their Lushi here, and maybe they are able to actually get rid of the ace. They can get Rebecca, which then can get them back Lushi, and if they have a Hina in their hand, they can definitely get rid of the ace. So this is the combo that they should be playing here. They have the Hina. Okay, so they just have... Well, they can still get Lushi here, I guess, right? Okay, they're just gonna get rid of it entirely. Alright, whatever. So I'm gonna have to go Marco here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Marco to pop the Rebecca. This goes to 6. Why is this in here? Ah! Glitchy, glitchy. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. They get another Rebecca. Like, they can keep cycling this thing. Right? So, like, I guess I'll give them the Radical Beam here. They can continue to... I guess I can kill that with the Izou. Yeah, so let's go like this. Just kill this one with the Izou. If the opponent decides to block, I'll just go for like a big attack. This is 2 cards if you want to save them in Sherry. I still probably need to look for another event here. They actually went ahead and blocked it. Okay, so... let's think about this then. I guess not. I guess not. Okay, so we have guard point. That still leaves me with 2 Dawn. Wow. That's actually so unfortunate. If I let... the opponent's gonna have too many blockers. And I don't have a Luffy. Opponent's gonna have too many blockers and I don't have a Luffy, so we're kind of just screwed here. I guess we attack their life and just pray for the best. Pray that we top deck a Luffy. I need either the event or the Luffy here. We know you have a Rebecca in your hand. No. Yeah, because they brought it back with Mancheri last turn. So we know you have the blockers. The opponent's gonna play around the Luffy correctly, and they can bring the Rebecca back. Yeah, so they're just gonna play around the Luffy. That makes sense. They're gonna play around the Luffy, which is the right way to do it. I guess I should have just developed this Newgate, to be honest. Maybe I just do that next turn. Maybe I just develop Newgate. But I'm gonna have to use... like, the problem is that I don't have any other events. If I had another event, then I would feel safe surviving an additional turn after this. But that's not gonna happen. The opponent can have their blocker. They can bring Lucy back. Oh wait, they have the Lucy, right? So they can go Rebecca into their hand with Mancheri. Play Rebecca, play Lucy to pop both of this, and that leaves them with 1 Dawn. But if they do that, they're not actually threatening damage to us. So I guess we can just continue saving our guard point. It probably is. It probably has to be Newgate next turn. Now that I think about it. Yeah, I think it has to be Newgate next turn. Puts us to 8k and lets us be able to deal with the Rebecca blockers that are gonna keep coming back. I guess opponent can only get 1, because if we can kill this Mancheri here, the opponent's kind of out of luck. So we can attack the Mancheri twice. The opponent can block with Sawa and Rebecca and keep the Mancheri alive. That's good for us, because it means, yeah, so you go here. That's so annoying. I can't believe I whiffed that. I can't believe I whiffed that. Tashigi. It's a 2k counter. I can't believe I whiffed that Nami. Ugh. That's so nasty. Okay, so they're just gonna get rid of this Marco. It has to be Handblaze, right? It has to be Handblaze. If it's not Handblaze... okay. So if it's not Handblaze, the Marco just comes back. But I guess if we do it, it's forcing us to get rid of the event. Which might be a problem. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. How do we do this? I guess sits here. Do we actually play this Newgate? I feel like it has to be. I feel like the Newgate is the only way that I can survive. You block with the Rebecca here every time. You have to block with Rebecca here every time because you know she's gonna die next turn. And then we just hope that we have enough counters to counter out because we have an AK here and a guard point. And hope that the opponent doesn't have the way to actually get rid of the Newgate, like if that they don't have another Ice Age. And somehow they still have two blockers. They're gonna have one blocker and potentially another one if they find another Sportsalino or Sabo. Might have to be Ace next turn to have a rusher. An opponent knows that if they go down to 0 life that we could potentially draw the Luffy. I might just have to play Marco though and just hope that the opponent doesn't have a Hand Blaze. Considering that they didn't do the Hand Blaze on this Marco last turn, it makes me feel comfortable that they don't have it. But they could have just waited for it. They could have just as easily waited for it, right? Like baited out my thing here. So they got a Borsalino blocker. So they have two blockers. They have two blockers. They can get rid of my Marco here, right? And I have to just say, okay. So, if I try to defend this Marco, I'm making myself so vulnerable on the next attack turn. Like, I just lose the game if I try to save this Marco. Yeah, I'm just gonna pray that they don't have Hand Blaze. Just gotta pray that they don't have Hand Blaze and just attack twice here. Have the Marco blocker and then just keep the guard point. So that's 5 down. Or maybe we finally top deck another freaking event on our end or a Luffy. They have 2 blockers, so they'll be able to stay themselves at one life. We've been at 0 life for like 5 turns. We've been literally at 0 life for 5 turns. Like, their board doesn't even matter, to be honest. Because they can always just put all the Dawn on their leader and just attack us anyways. So that's why I don't know that the Ace actually matters. Because I think we just want to attack into them. They're going to go for... Okay, so yeah, so they're going to go for the Borsalino. They have to. Well, that's the Rush Luffy. Alright, so 4, 5 for the guard point. Two, if we want to play the Luffy, I guess, okay, so 4 for the Marco, which is going to be the last thing we do. 1 for the guard point, so that leaves me with 5 down to play with. If we put 1 here, so we can go 7, 9. Marco, guard point, 7, 9, and then, sorry. I want to go 9. I want to go 9 here. He's forcing a block. Again, their board doesn't matter, and I think opponent knows that. I guess I could have just gone Luffy now, and yeah, so it's going to be there. They can easily find a way. So, guard point. I'm going to go 11. I guess if I go 11, I cannot get the Rush Luffy. I don't think I'm ever going for the Rush Luffy this turn, right? I think we go in 11. Force the block. Or the opponent just takes it and they have to kill us this turn. We're gonna keep 2 done open to just bait them into thinking that we have an answer, that we have 2 events. This actually ends up being pretty bad for us, just because of the fact that it's not a counter card. So again, we're at the mercy of the opponent getting Hand Blaze. We're at the mercy of the opponent getting Hand Blaze, which they should either have it or be very close to having it. We're able to bring this back with Marco by throwing away the ace. We can go to 9, 11. I mean, the opponent cannot go all in because, again, we had the Marco blocker. That's why the Marco blocker was important. But if they do have a Hand Blaze to get rid of the Marco blocker, then that will be a different problem. I guess they're forcing it, right? Okay, so let's say that they have Hand Blaze. So that's 3. I have to just block this. I have to just I have to just counter this. If they have the Hand Blaze, they have the Hand Blaze. Right? Like if they have the Hand Blaze, they just have the Hand Blaze. Could be a Borsalino, and if it's a Borsalino, I'm still okay. They still need 1 more card to get this discounter, right? Oh, it's just a Sabo. Okay, so they're just gonna go 2 blockers. The problem... Oh, I guess that keeps the Rebecca from dying. Man, this is such a dumb matchup right now. I have to assume that they had the Hand Blaze at this point. They found this. They found the freaking third Rebecca. Found the third Rebecca. We're just drawing crap. We're actually just drawing crap. Two blockers. This is 5. 2 down gets it to 7. We can go 7, 7. We have 4 attacks. Opponent has 1 life, 2 blockers, and we know they have a 2K counter. We know they have a 2K counter, huh? Do I just play like they don't have... Yeah, I guess I'll just play like they don't have... I'm just gonna play as if they don't have Hand Blaze. This ace are like killing me. All these aces are literally just killing me. I can go 7. The problem is that if the opponent blocks... Let's go like this. Let's go like this. Does it matter? Like, does killing this Lushi actually matter? I guess the Lushi is kind of annoying because it's a Sitsuke, so it doesn't commit any don for them. It doesn't commit them any don, right? We know that the opponent has Tashigi, so they can always go Tashigi Hand Blaze here to get rid of the blocker. We literally top deck Luffy into ace. Like, we top deck no counters, right? If I'm the opponent, I'm going down to 0 life here. Like, you have to kill us next turn. That last life could also be your Hand Blaze that you've been missing. There's no way. Why are they playing so greedy? They need to have 2 cards for Hand Blaze. Hand Blaze and the card that discounts for the Marco. What is this game? What is this game? Another Rebecca gets him another Sabo, which protects us against the Newgate. So if they find the 4th Rebecca, or they find a second Mancheri, they can cycle back into the Rebecca, into the Sabo, and I guess keep themselves alive. No, but they cannot do that because Mancheri is going to cost 2 to cycle back. They can have Mancheri, have Rebecca, but then that means they can do so the Newgate. So they just have to talk. They just have to have the other Rebecca in their hand. If they didn't find the Hand Blaze, it doesn't matter because if they have to play, if they have to spend 7 Dawn on Borsalino, that only leaves them with 3 Dawn, which is not enough to get through my guard point on my 2/2 case, right? So they go Borsalino, and they can only go up to 6 and 7 attacks. Or they can go to like a big 8 attack, which again just gets punished by the guard point. We saw them trash a Borsalino earlier. 2 Borsalinos, actually. I mean, come on. You either have the Hand Blaze or you don't. Like, you've been keeping that 1 life to play around this card. So you think I have this card in my hand, right? The Hand Blaze is a Navy card, right? So they can actually get Hand Blaze here. But the more cards that they're doing here, the more Dawn that they're spending here, the less Dawn they have for the attack, even after the Hand Blaze. Because they have to attack, they need to have like Meteor, they need to have Hand Blaze and Grey Eruption, right? Because Grey Eruption gets this down to 2 costs and then Hand Blaze right after. We only have 3 cards to counter with. Because we keep top decking these non-counter cards. And we had to trash. And we trashed away that they found the Hand Blaze. Alright, so you found the Hand Blaze. You have your Tashigi. You go for your Hand Blaze. That's 8. 11. Oh, they actually had it already. 12. It's actually funny. If they go for 11. Yeah, I was going to say, if they actually go... They did it the right way. So if they go for 11... GG's. No, they played it right at the end. If they actually went for the big attack, they would have just lost. So they did have the Hand Blaze. So if they had the Hand Blaze, why play the brand new? That's 2 extra Dawn that you could just put into your unit. They had the Hand Blaze. I don't understand. GG's. In this match, we're going against Nami. Ooh. I'm gonna go first. I want to go first and just start putting pressure into the opponent. And I'm going to keep this hand because we got 5, 7, right? Unfortunately, we drew this a little bit too late. That would have been nice to play this turn. Yeah, we're going to go 5, 7. Like, we're going to go and dump. I guess we're going to play this next turn, I guess. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, we're just going to take their life, right? So the opponent can go up to 9 here. They can go up to 9. If I attack for 7... they can still play 2 events. If I go to 9, this is going to be 2 events plus another card. Let's go for 9. Let's go for 9. I'm forcing to have to use 2 cards here. Or 3 cards, sorry. So they could still play their 2 1-cost events, but they're also going to have to give me a 3rd card on top of that. Or they can just take this, and that just means that they take a life. I would just take this life. Maybe they choose not to, though. Oh, yeah. I was going to say, it just makes sense to take that life. Like, I agree with that. Ooh. They trash 1 Kaya, unfortunately for them. They trash 1 Kaya, unfortunately. My concern here is, if I just keep attacking with this Whitebeard, is that enough? Opponent kept 4 Dawn. I could just develop all these Namis and then just... Like, do I want to attack for 5, 5, 5, 5? Once we have these Namis and these Izous in the field, it's going to be 3 Dawn commitment every single time, right? Or we can just go sit here and just let the opponent play the 2 events here. They have to play them eventually, so I guess I'm just gonna go sits and sits. Yeah, I have to start eating up their cards eventually, so I'm gonna just go sits and sits and then go 7 next turn. Just keep these searchers, I guess. I might choose to play the Izou. See, well, like the 9-cost Newgate will be nice. Yeah, so there you go. They go for the first one here. Like, attacking for sits is the worst thing you can do against the Nami. But based on how my curve is, I think I just have to go for it and let them just give me the 2 events right now. Like, just based on how my hand is, I think I just go sits and sits. Opponent kept enough down that they could have access to Love Mellow or something else anyways. He develops another attacker here, right? So this Luffy now gonna stay on the field for the rest of the game, potentially. At least the Death Espada didn't let them trash or draw anything, right? Did the opponent put them on the bottom, by the way? Yeah. Oh, that's the Love Mellow. Okay, so they actually... No, they give me the rubber band. Sorry, the rubber band. Yeah, they gave me the rubber band. This is kind of awkward. But I definitely need to have 2 units. I definitely need to have 2 units on the field. So that's why I think I was willing to just take that sacrifice with the double 6k attack last turn. That's 1 Love Mellow that's down. 2 rubber bands. Okay, wow. Man, they just keeping too much stuff. So because they did that, I can go for 9 and 9. I guess let's go for it. Let's go 9 and 9. Because if they play Deathwing at any point here, it's not really that efficient. Let's go 9 and 9 and play East. Okay, so they play the Deathwing, but playing the Deathwing now means that they're not playing it when they have less cards in their hand. So I think I'm cool with that. I guess if they have multiple Deathwing, then that's why it makes sense to play it right now. But like this means that the opponent didn't draw with the Deathwing. But again, they probably have at least another one in their hand. So let's keep that in mind. They have Deathwing in their hand. I do like this Izou here. So I do like this Izou here. You can set up for the Makino and potentially draws the 9-cost Newgate. Although, like the 9-cost Newgate is really nice because it's just this big body that the opponent's gonna have to deal with. Opponent has so much card and so many lives right now. Okay, so Love Mellow first, and then alright, so they get to draw 1 card out of it. That was a good Love Mellow by them. There it is. I like this Newgate. I like this Newgate because it's just such a big body that the opponent would not be able to actually block into, right? It does mean I give them the chance to block both the Sid Skates next turn, which is kind of annoying. Like, this is how we're going to finish the game, right? This is how we're going to finish the game. I don't care about this. I guess the opponent is just trying to get their hand low for the Deathwing, right? Okay, but then they use the Pilaf, so it doesn't matter. But it still has 4 life. They still have 4 life. And yeah, this is not great for us. This is absolutely not great for us. Yeah, we go 6. Then we go 8. Opponent, again, they could grab the rubber bands and whatever and do anything they need. Oh, they actually take that 6. Okay. So yeah, we'll just go here. Attack for 8. This is important. This guy is important. Because the opponent has a much harder time dealing with this Newgate once they go down to 0 life. We still have this Rush Ace, I guess. But I think at this point we're just using our Dawn on our units. With 3 attackers, that should be all I need, right? Opponent could take this one, I guess, if they wanted to. They only saw 1 Kaya and he got trashed, so that's unlucky for them. Any other Kaya that they play now is just gonna get removed by the Newgate. They give me the second Deathwing. Okay, so that means you have a 3rd one then? So you have a 3rd one in your hand that you're gonna have to save for when you have like no cards. Okay. I mean, I guess. Pilaf, okay. I guess that's fine. So we're gonna be forced to use this Luffy again, but he has Rush. So that leaves me 5 Dawn. We can go 3 and 2 on the other one. They get a Desespada. So we can go 7 and 9. 7 and 9. That still leaves me 1 down, right? So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That still leaves me 1 down, but I guess we can go for 11 here, playing around the Deathwing. Do I let them get these cards back to their hand if they have something here? Yeah, let's go 7 to beat the Desespada. Then I guess we go 9. We play the Izou, and we go 10. If the opponent goes down, like... We probably should have attacked for the Newgate first, to be honest. Yeah, we should have attacked with the Newgate first to force them to use that Deathwing. Before they have, like, no cards in their hand, right? Yeah, let's go like this. So if they want to use the Deathwing here, they can use it. But that means that they're not drawing any cards. Okay. Then we go for 9 here. Give me 2 cards, so give me a Deathwing. So give me 2 cards, so give me a Deathwing. One life. 1 life here? Wow. So if my theory is right and they have that 3rd Deathwing, it's going to be really hard for them to get value out of it. They did get their... Okay, so they do get their thing back. They get their thing right back, right? So they can bounce this Luffy right back up again. I have 14 cards in my hand. They can bounce the Luffy back up, right? They get another Desespada. They go bounce the Luffy. Do I just do the same thing I did last turn? What if that's not true? What if we just go Whitebeard? I mean, opponents stand to 1 life. This is where the Whitebeard comes clutch. I think we just go Whitebeard. I think we just put everything on this Newgate and attack. So Deathwing takes into 11. Love Mellow takes into 15. We have enough counters that this doesn't matter, right? Oh, they're even using a Dawn here? So yeah, this... Okay, if you're using 2 Dawn, you're kind of screwed. Yeah, we just go like this. So, Deathwing. But like right now, right? If they have Deathwing, that's all they can do. We know they have a Desespada. Because they only have 3 Dawn, I don't even know that we actually go for it. So Love Beam will be 2. They get to 11. So we can get to 11 by putting 5 here. And we can obviously get more here as well. So 5 Dawn. Then we can put the Newgate to 11. Leaves us with 4. 13 leaves us with 2. Here we go like this. They could have... Yeah, they took it, right? So they took it here. Can they survive this? They have too many cards, right? They have too many cards. So I think we just go like this. Go to 11. Go to 11. Force the 2 cards here. Then we can keep the 2 Dawn just in case that the opponent tries to actually commit lethal against us. They have 27 cards in their deck. They're not winning next turn. So we're going to have at least 2 more attacks with this Newgate to just finish the game with. So all I need to do is actually be mindful that the opponent cannot just kill us. Yeah, that's their Spada. You have to give me a bunch more cards. It does allow their Deathwing now to be more efficient. Right? So it does allow their Deathwing to be more efficient now. That's the Kaya. Alright, so yeah, we'll just go ahead and play this Izou. Get ourselves 1k counter. Pass the turn. And next time we just win with this Newgate. We attack for 20. So if we attack for 20, opponent could have Deathwing to go to 11. They will need to have a 4th Deathwing, right? That's the only way that they win this. They will need to have a 4th Deathwing. So they can counteract completely, Deathwing, draw 2 cards. But even if they do that again, we don't lose and we get another attack. We have enough 2k counters here. So, okay, so I just need to make sure that I don't die on the swing back. So this is 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16. So we have 16. So we can get to 22. Yeah, there's no way that we lose to the Nami next turn. So we just go like this. Even with no Dawn, there's no way that we lose to the Nami next turn. So we just go for 20 and tell the opponent, do you have enough to counter out a 20? They don't. They don't even have the 3rd Deathwing. So unfortunately, the opponent just had a bad hand, I guess. So GG's. Hey, welcome back, everyone. Hope you enjoyed those games against Sakazuki and then one game against Nami. I started with the 2 short games first, and then the 3rd game was like a really long 20-minute game. There's probably a way that I could have won that. Unfortunately, the opponent just had the hand blazes, and we just kept drawing all these aces and Luffy's, right? Like if we had that extra counter, it would have been enough. But unfortunately, it just wasn't meant to be, right? So it just wasn't meant to be, and the opponent had the hand blaze and just kind of pushed through and just won the game. It is what it is. Looking back, there's probably a couple things I could have done better in that game, but the opponent played it really smart, never going down to 0 life, right? Never putting themselves at the risk of dying to this Luffy, and that was really smart by them, right? Maybe what I should have done is just force the action, like just play Luffy, attack with Luffy, go through their blockers, and just try to save the Luffy the next turn. But it's very likely that the opponent would have just killed it with like a Lushi, so I don't, or the Handblade. So I don't think that was worth it. I think I had to try to get them to 0 life and then actually play the Luffy, which didn't happen. But fun matchups nonetheless. Hope you all enjoyed those games. If you did, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post One Piece videos every single day. We have one more video with Whitebeard coming out tomorrow, so hope you stick around to watch that.